Real Salt Lake back at training here at Rio Tinto Stadium, coming off the backside of a 1-0 win on the road in Toronto Saturday afternoon. For RSL, it was the first 3 points in Canada, maybe even more importantly, another shutout for RSL defensively.
The most important part of that game was our start. I thought the way we started, we were aggressive. We won our 50-50 challenges. We were good with the ball, and I think that made all the difference in that game, especially having a few new guys and guys that needed confidence. I think that that start really helped us.
In particular, I think you have to just credit the fight in our group and the belief right now is second to none, because in prior years when we're trying different things, you don't have as much belief, and we don't have nearly the same fight or anything close to the same result. So really, really pleased that the guys are continuing to believe and work hard and do everything that's asked. So I've always said that I think that that's what gets results in this league, is when people are really buy into what you're doing and are willing to give everything they have to the cause. And I think that game in particular for me was that reason.
Real Salt Lake without the services of Alvaro Saborio, who's away with Costa Rica, as well as Nick Raimondo, Tony Beltran, and Kyle Beckerman away with the U.S. men's national team.
It's definitely not the best situation right now with them being gone, but they're with the national team, which is good for them. But the guys know what they have to do to step in and get the results that we need. They've been working hard in training, and I think they're ready.
We're in just such a great place right now because, again, in prior years we come into this window and we don't know. We're playing players that have played their first game, or maybe somebody's played one game before, or ask them to do something a little bit different. And this year we're so well vetted, I think, through the first half of the season that, the guys that are going to be stepping in to do a job have already played 5, 6, 7 games. Have already contributed to wins and points on the road and points and wins at home. So I just think we're in the exact right spot that we need to be to have the best chance at success, but it's still going to be difficult.
Next up, the Philadelphia Union coming to town after a late 2-2 draw at home against FC Dallas. For the Union, they will be without striker Jack McInerney.
He had a great start to the first half of his season. But in saying that, when you get into these months, especially with the Gold Cup right now and players missing from all these teams, there's a lot of hungry guys that haven't gotten minutes. And so there's players that have sat behind him that now have their chance. And so we need to be kind of just careful of everybody. I don't think it really matters who plays, whoever they put out there. Guys are going to be trying to make the most of their opportunity.
With no Jack McInerney in the starting 11 while he's away with the U.S. men's national team for Gold Cup action, don't be surprised to see the Philadelphia Union come out with a 4-3-3 attack. Connor Casey will play the point striker, while you'll have Sebastian Letou on the right-hand side, Danny Cruz out on the left.
I think actually playing the 4-3-3 at Toronto educated us a little bit more about tactically where you can get beat. If you go forward with the ball in a 4-3-3, and your wings commit, there's going to be a lot of spaces on the outsides for the central midfielders to have to cover. So, I think we're aware of that. I think that we're aware of the fact that teams like to pinch the middle, and push the ball wide, and most of our attacks come from the midfield. So we're going to have to solve that problem and stay dynamic in there.
Connor Casey in particular right now is a player that's heated up just in the past couple of weeks, and is a guy we know what he's capable of. He's a battler, goal scorer, finisher, plays with his back to the goal, and so he's somebody that we're going to always have to be concerned with. Then when we go from there, we don't know. You don't know whether maybe the two steps up into the second forward position now rather than be playing the right side of midfield. Cruz has a bit of an injury issue. Hulpenot's come off the bench and done really well for them. And so we're just going to have to be prepared for everything. But it's a home game, so we're going to be focused on what we do and trying to do the best at that. When we do that, we don't think we have to be too concerned with our opponent.
And it's not going to change for us here at home, you know what I mean? Same mentality, go out, come out hard at the beginning, and then put the game onto them, you know what I mean? Trying to see if we can get an early one and go from there.
With the coaching change last year, you could tell the players really, support that head coach and his beliefs, and they really try to play, with what he teaches. And so they got some good soccer players as well, and which is going to make them difficult and dangerous. And so we need to obviously bring the energy. It's going to be hot for both teams, and so try to limit the silly mistakes and not give away anything.
RSL hosts Philadelphia at Rio Tinto Stadium on July 3rd at 8 o'clock. Get your tickets today.